this wild ride. We're here to say we're living the imperfect way.
Those pictures of me sending them of the child sleeping and you sending them back.
Here's Chalice.
I thought this was because like spring, everybody's like, oh my god, I need to put more effort into my life, and I'm like, no.
I want to find a way to put as much effort as I want to put in, but look like I put so much effort in.
Yes.
I was like, right? Like, you know those girls who do like the contouring with their like self tanner, or they use like all of the stains, like the eyebrow stains, the lips, all those things. And then they just look adorable throughout the whole week. Or even like a couple days where you don't have to really think about it. I want to be that girl.
I think with spring and winter, like with winter, it's like you full glam because there's like holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
I never do.
I never
by
do
the way.
either.
But
I
then,
used to, I should say.
Yes.
Like, I used to. There used to be, like, the big Christmas party and, like, all the other things. But now, I think the only time I really even put effort into my makeup, and you can laugh, is, like, when I go out for, like, those, like, mom nights.
Yeah.
But if I have bare minimum, easy to put on, takes me less than 10-minute makeup, and it just makes me look like me, but just a little bit more enhanced, then I'm like, okay, cool, I'll put that on. Especially if it doesn't cost like $1 million either.
Yeah. Before we get more into the topic, what is freaking up? My name is Eve.
My name is Sarah.
And we are Burnt Out Perfectionist.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. How is your survive and thrive of the past 2 weeks?
I think it would be 2 weeks because we've been recording another episode. I'm fine. Everything's
That's
good.
not a survive or a thrive.
I was like, everything's good in the hood. This is my favorite time of year where it's like warm, but there's this fantastically cold light breeze. And there's so much sunshine. So.
And it's not April 25th.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is, look it up.
I am living my best life. I don't know. That's good. I got nothing to complain about. And I didn't have anything crazy exciting. I mean, like, we went away from my husband to go see my husband's family for the long weekend. We did some stuff down there, just kind of like bopped around. And yeah.
Yeah, something like, I feel like it's been a good week.
Yeah, it's not like it hasn't sucked. It's not like it was like, oh my God, I signed $1 million contract or like any of those like crazy things. But yeah, it was good.
I would have so many stress poops if we ever signed $1 million contract.
Oh my God.
I'd be like, I'm
Thank
so
God
sorry,
there's 2
Sarah.
bathrooms in this house.
I'm like, so sorry, Sarah. I need 14 days of processing time.
Yeah, right?
I feel like social media hasn't been hitting as much either. So like for me, like I would say my thrive is I'm not scrolling as much as I feel like I am in the winter.
I was like, I should probably check mine before I open up my big old mouth and say anything. I feel like I haven't been either. But even when I looked over at your feed, I'm like, oh, you've got stuff that I'd totally be interested in. I am inundated with ads right now on social media. Like an obnoxious amount of ads. And I keep putting like not interested or like whatever it is on the social media platform when I'm like flicking through and I'm like, this is boring. Like,
I find that like it's a lot easier to like I had one of my colleagues recommend me a book that's like a book and a movie type thing, and they were like, I really feel like you would enjoy it, and I started listening to it and I was like, this is so lovely to like just listen to it and not like have, you know what you need right now? These pants. You know what you need right now? Like we're finally out of those like 2-3 months of the beginning of the year where it's like resolutions and like I'm drinking all this water and stuff like that, and all these people are like, I actually own way too many cuts and I need to get my like head on straight.
Oh yeah, like it's ridiculous.
Like,
I've dropped over 33% average over the last 3 months.
Like
with like social media things or whatever.
I feel like December, like Christmas time is prime time because you got like crafts, you got like gifts you can make and stuff like that. Like spring, I feel like they're like, oh, I'm gonna make this cute DIY. I really want to make like a floral of that one girl that does one for holidays. Those like bejeweled arts. She
Oh.
gets like a bunch. I sent them to you. She has like a shamrock. She's a Christmas
Oh,
tree.
yeah, that one.
Oh, I'd love to do like tulips.
Oh, I actually just saw a DIY that Ashley did for Alicia's birthday where she took like the back of a pair of pants, like a pocket, and then you just like frame it, but you frame it without the glass so that way you can use it as like a useful thing that where you could put things in. I'm like, that would be so perfect. And as I'm about to say it, Ashley goes, yeah, like if you have like certain sunglasses you want to wear, you could put them on. And I only have so many pairs of like sunglasses or whatever. I'm like, that is so cute. Like it's just like a little like cheapy art project you can do, especially if you have like an old pair of jeans. And then I mean the other thing, when I was a kid, I used to every pair of jeans because I would like grow out of them or whatever. And mom would take them and make them into stuff, but I would make them into like a purse.
Or like the amount you make jean shorts. Like I love when people are like, "Oh, I really like how these jeans fit, but I really want them as shorts." And I'm like, "Then cut them."
Yeah. I do that all the time. Before I get rid of a pair of jeans, I stand there and debate real hard. Could this be a fabulous pair of shorts?
Yeah, and then I see people like, "Oh, I'm DIYing my Coachella outfits because Coachella I think starts today."
I feel like every single person is like they're either thrifting or they're making their own Coachella
Well, because
outfits.
I don't know if you watch May May. Do you watch May May?
Oh my God.
I love
Her
Jacob.
husband just rocking it. Yes.
She like she was like, "Oh, I'm going to Coachella. Maybe I'll invest in like someone styling for me." And it was like, you have to pay for them to be there. They It costs like something ridiculous, like $5,000 an outfit. And then it's like $23,000 total. And you don't even get to keep. This is for 1 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
You don't even get to keep the outfits after.
See, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like if I was I know I'm like almost 40 years old, but if I was ever invited to Coachella, I would go. And I told Eve this yesterday. But I would want to be one of those people who gets a deal. Like Alicia and Remy and a bunch
Yeah.
of them. Like they get a deal with Guess jeans. Guess wants you to wear their shit. Like they wear other stuff too. They take other clothes. I would literally go and just be like, Guess, what do you want me to wear? Or like Adeline. Adeline went to like a whole gifting suite before 'cause she's going as like one of the influencers that goes with White Fox because I mean she buys their shit all the time. And she got to go in and just pick out a bunch. She goes, I didn't even buy any outfits because they said they were having this thing. So I went in. I already have a ton of White Fox stuff anyways.
Yeah.
And she goes in and grabs all the stuff. And I'm like, that's exactly it. Especially if you like a brand. Like I would rather go with a clothing brand over like, there's a bunch of people who are going with makeup brands. But like,
I feel like
you just get makeup and it's sweaty and it's the desert.
or like the people that are like, I think that it's like blown out of proportion of like how much people spend.
Oh, it's ridiculous how much people spend.
And I'm like, to go to like a 3-day weekend and just like, some of them are like, "Oh, well, no brands invited me, so I'm going by myself." And I'm like,
As a person who used to go to music festivals on the regular when they were like a lot more common
Mhm.
too, and because we live in Canada, they don't have that many of them, but I used to go to like a ton of different ones. Like most people would just go to like you would just work with what you had, or you would go to some place like even like Urban Planet and just like full on DIY like a men's tank top because I'm really tall. Like the women's tank tops are already too small, and you would just like rip it up the sides. Like I had a sewing machine that I literally wore the fuck right out because I would just grab stuff that I liked and then be like, oh, I'll take it this way. I will cut this off. I'll do this. I'll add this here. Like at one point I had a fucking grommet kit. And I was like,
still have a grommet kit. I
and it
love
was
grommets.
so much fun. Like we would go ahead and do that. It was like one of my really good friends and I, when we went to stuff like that, we would go look for things. And she wasn't very like arts and craftsy. So she would be like, do you think you could do this for me? I'm like, yeah. And then we would just like work together. She would be like my little helper. But stuff like that is fun, but it can just be absolutely ridiculous. Like we were watching an influencer that's Canadian. Her name's Tara Michelle. And she was like, it's like the influencer Olympics, like the way some of these people dress and the way that they like put stuff together, or there's like different themes.
I get it when it's like, when you see like a Met Gala dress and it's like thousands of dollars of tulle, like of the fabric. And it's like, yeah, this gown costs a lot. But when you're wearing like assless chaps
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, there's not a lot of fabric there.
Oh, I laugh so hard because the girls will be wearing like so corsets, like an actual corset. That's a lot of fucking work, and they usually are expensive. Like if they have the boning and all the other stuff, but there'll be girls wearing completely unsupported tops with like nothing in them, and it looks like they just tied a fucking scarf on.
And they're like, that was
This
what, the
scarf was this scarf was Hermes, so the scarf was fucking something stupid like $250, and I'm like.
yeah.
I could have just actually I'd have to buy 2 bandanas because I got some tatas on me. But like
Have to get like 4. Like I saw this one girl and she's like, I'm DIYing my outfits, and she's like, oh my god, I'm gonna get this really cute scarf because it could be a top or a scarf or a head thing or this or this. And like she held up the scarf and like it was really long, and I was like, okay.
there's some of them that are
And it was
fucking
about
huge.
I'd say not even 3 inches. And I was like, wow, you have a lot of trust in that.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can pull off anything. The whole point of the music festival though is listening to the music. Like it doesn't have to be some giant fucking fashion show. And I laugh because you see all those celebrities who are showing up, like 99% of the time they're wearing jean shorts and a white tank top.
Or a sweater and a hat.
Yeah.
Which, like, I feel like you would be like, we're going to DIY everything, Eve. And I'd be like, I bought a plain sweater. I bought jean shorts. I will embroider something on them. That is all. Like, I get overstimulated wearing earrings.
Oh yeah. It depends on like what you're putting on.
Which, like, I feel like with the spring, you have the 2 types of people. You have although, I don't know what the girl's name is, but her song, I'm feeling fabulous. All of the videos tagged in it.
I don't even know what her name is. That song is so fun.
The artist's name is Meek.
Oh yeah. So it reminds me of that song reminds me of that other one that came out a couple of years ago and that girl got really popular and I don't know any of her other songs. Lola? Is that her name?
Lola Young?
The one who would be like and then damn that again. Any whoozle. Yeah. A song I feel like I'm getting a lot more DIYs on mine, which is nice. I get a lot of those people who are like helping people too. Like I told Eve, one of my kids' favorite things to watch is that lawn guy who goes around and like fixes up people's lawns.
Oh, you know what's really hitting on mine right now? The like scoops.
The what?
The stationary scoops. They own like a stationary brand and they do like a scoop of like little charms.
Oh my god,
the
I had those
charms
all
mean,
through
like-
COVID. I think it's like a fun way instead of being like, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. It's like, put it up to chance. Okay,
Yeah.
well, they've got this many weeds, so I'm going to do this, and this many of this, and I'm going to do this. They want this theme.
I also feel like there's a lot of like, I don't know if it's on your feed too, like crying.
Oh my god, there's so many people having mental breakdowns. I'm like, look at allergy season hasn't fully hit, so like I'm not having a mental breakdown yet, where I'm completely fucking itchy, or because I was being an actual adult and remembering to take all my fucking allergy medication and shit. But there's so many people crying. I feel like this is the number one time where people break up. People break up and people announce pregnancies.
Oh, the pregnancy lemon and the pregnancy potato. Those were all over my feed. I don't even know who Shea Huber is.
Oh.
Didn't know who she was before.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
And she was a pregnant lemon. And then I know who the pregnant potato was. Who the pregnant potato is. Because I totally know her, like, her face and stuff. And I was like, I know this woman on a potato. And I love her. And I'm very happy for her. She was always make the jokes of, like, I'm Janice, and I'm Judy, but it was like her and her sisters, and it was like her oldest sister.
An SNL sketch.
No, I know. Her older sister had like 2 kids. All of them were married, and she was like, I'm single. And then like she got she started dating this guy. They got engaged. They got married they just had a courthouse wedding because she was like, I'm so tired of like this stuff. And I was like, she's 100% the potato. But I also find that like a lot of people were assuming other people.
Yeah.
And like it was like aggressive. It was like, you're the potato.
I know people like don't make it fun anymore. It's not like fun guessing. People are just fucking mean.
Well, they were going after Bailey McKnight.
Yeah.
They were like, you're the lemon.
Dude, it was so bad. Did you see that video Was it
Yes,
yesterday?
I'm the one who showed you her. And I was like, she's been struggling with infertility for the past year. Her twin sister had their son like not super far away, and now she not like long ago. I think he's like a year now. And like everybody's like, "Ew, it's Bailey, it's Bailey, it's Bailey, it's Bailey." I'm like, I'm sorry. There's a difference between like, oh my god, that'd be really fun if this was this person.
Yeah.
But when you're like consoling every comment section, being like, why aren't you reacting to this? Don't you know it's this person? Get it together. You should submit it now. And I'm like,
I know. People are just overly aggressive. Like, I don't mind like a good little fun guessing game, but people being like, oh yeah, whatever. Or I have been getting so many videos where people just fucking hate certain characters in TV shows, and they're just so happy that like certain people may not be in the show. One of them is like high potential. But then there was like, I fucking hate that these two characters are on The Rookie because their dad's their dad or mom or whatever. Alexi.
I don't know.
It's their
the
name's
showrunner.
the person's name, the showrunner. And they're like, oh, I can't stand them. And I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like these characters. Like, why are you guys shitting on them? Oh, they're Nepo babies. I'm like, who the fuck cares? They're entertaining as shit.
Because people are just jealous that their parents weren't rich celebrities.
Well, yeah.
Like, I sometimes curse out and go, man, I wish I was a long lost princess right now.
Oh, yeah, right. I wish I was Mia Thermopolis Rinaldi.
Princess
Of
Genovia. But, like, that doesn't mean that I'm going to do anything if somebody is like, oh, I'm actually... There was a whole show about, like, I'm secretly a king or something. Like, this guy found out that he was actually, like, the next in line to have the crown.
Oh.
I don't even know where it was.
Was it Nigeria?
No.
Okay.
It was Caucasian.
Oh.
I think it was, like, Morocco or something.
Oh.
I don't know. There was a show on TLC for a bit, and I was like, I'm so lost. And they were like, yeah, he was like next in line to be the king, and I was like, what? But I found like a lot of people are taking like they'll take something simple, so like the bare minimum of like, oh, I'm gonna put these 3 makeup products on, and then you scroll to the next video, and it's like, oh my god. So I saw this video of this girl doing this, and so I decided to do it, but I decided to like cater it to me, and I'm like, okay, great. And they're like, natural girl makeup, and then they pull out 2 bags of makeup, and I'm like, and I'm lost.
Oh, my favorite is they're like, look at how natural my face looks. I'm like, girlfriend, do you just put 15 products on your face? And I understand that it may look natural, but like, you didn't need all of that. Like, you could have just like thrown on something else. Or Eve's favorite thing to do is if there's too many products, she'll like combine them all into a pump container.
I'm not the starter of the bare minimum. I will buy tinted sunscreen. And so, like, the Neutrogena one's really liquidy and it leaks everywhere and it bugs me. But then the old Australian Gold one was too thick, so I didn't want it.
It's so dry now.
I know. So then I mixed them together and then I was like, well, I need some lotion. So then I put lotion in there. And then I was like, well, I have these bronzing drops. Like, I should just
Put some bronzing and then put a little Lumi drops in there and we get to go shake it up. And then I was like, what fucking concoction is that? And Eve goes, there was just too many things to put on my face, and I didn't really care what order they went in, so I just mixed them all together and put them on my face. I'm like, that's fucking brilliant. Especially considering that you work before like 8 a.m. Make your life more efficient and easy.
Well, when people are like, put moisturizer on, wait 2 minutes, then put this on, then we'll put your primer on, then put this on, then put it.
After I put moisturizer on, the 2 minutes that I think is 2 minutes is in no way. It's like 30 seconds. I'm like, okay, I think it's fine now.
Well, and then one of my hot takes is I think colored brow gel is terrible.
Okay, I don't think that it matches every single color. So there used to be the e.l.f. one, and the e.l.f. one was great before they made it the Wow Brow. It was a totally different e.l.f. product that they had. They had great shades. Now they're way too fucking green.
Or they're orange.
Yeah, or they're like orangey red like undertones. So I got one from She Glam, which is like because they don't put a ton of shit in their stuff, and their stuff always seems to work for me. And I got it, and I talked about this before. I use like ChatGPT to like pick a shade because I always end up picking something too dark, and then I look like the Groucho Marx. And it picked it, and it was just taupe. And I used to get taupe all the time. Like, because it's pretty universal, you can put it over top. It's not too dark on, like, it's a good, like, blending color so your eyebrows aren't just like, bam, one color.
Mhm.
And I put it on. I remember putting it on, like, oh, it looks okay. And then by the second time I used it, I was like, oh my fucking God, it's going everywhere. And it's, like, actually red toned.
I need to cut your hair after this.
Oh, that would be lovely. Thank you.
I just realized I forgot to do it this
No, it's
morning.
okay. Eve also took time out of her days off to dye my hair, which we laugh at the process of when you have a purpley red hair color, which is what I had. And I was like, I feel like it's making my face look redder. It makes me look more tired. Lo and behold, my color analysis done by my free ChatGPT advised, yes, your hair should not be that color.
Also, can anybody create a product that if I want to just change the undertone and go 2 shades lighter, I don't have to spend 6 hours bleaching it out? Because also it doesn't even matter because I bleached it all out. Literally made her yellow. It was yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Like a nice light pale yellow. Put neutral dye on that everybody said should work, and her hair went orange.
Oh, my hair went orange to the point where Eve had to, like, retone my hair.
Like, it looks really nice now. I really like the color.
I was like, I think it looks good now.
Yeah.
I noticed too, like right away, as soon as my hair wasn't that anymore, because I'm naturally like a dark blonde and my hair is more neutral than what I assumed it used to be. When I turned like 13, my hair kind of had a reddish tint, but not really. But if you look over time, my hair's changed color on its own, even when I was younger, like a million times. But I instantly noticed, like, I have rosacea on my face. And I instantly noticed that it's like, it's still there. Like, it's not going to be like, ta-da, it has disappeared. But it is significantly less noticeable now that it's not on there, which is what the ChatGPT color analysis thing told me it would do. And I was like, okay, whatever.
Well, it also said that if you do these certain steps, your hair's not going to be orange. And I turned it orange.
I know. And then I'm wondering if it was just the way I took the pictures in the bathroom or something.
Well, I will say a majority of the time, too. Like, usually I just go to the store and she'll send me a pic and I'll be like, okay, I'll figure it out. That day I was like, no, ChatGPT it, I don't care.
And I was like, okay, cool. So, like, these are the kind of things. I mean, honestly, it's sunny outside. My hair will probably lighten. There'll probably be other phases over time, but this is definitely better than what it was. I like it. I feel like it's close, not 100%, but close to like my natural hair color. But
it's definitely lighter than your natural hair color.
And I did not realize how fucking dark the bottom part of my hair was.
Nothing will show you how dark your hair is until you put bleach on it. And your roots in the mid shaft goes like a lovely yellow and your ends are burgundy still. And you're like,
Jesus.
And I did the proper separation, switched the volumes and stuff like that. And I was like,
oh my God. And I don't use like crap random dye. And I dyed my hair dark brown once before that. And I'd only dyed it once with the purpley burgundy color.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, and even before we dyed it the purple burgundy like color thing, I'd had the brown hair dye in my hair for so long that it had faded out. But it was like the dark brown. But it was funny because as soon as we put the other stuff in, it was like, ta-da, I'm still here, bitch.
I'm still
All
dark.
of your hair is so fucking dark now.
But I think a lot of like when people think bare minimum, they're like preparation. Like, oh, if I did the bare minimum, I'm not talking like societal responsibilities. Like, be a good person, be a nice friend. Like, oh, I'm doing the bare minimum. You know, I don't want to go to your birthday party because like it's just like my mental health. Just like I can't. But I want you to come to mine and spend $3,000 on me.
Oh no, that's just a shitty person.
Yeah. So like, not talking about that. Talking about the like pure inability to want to do anything outside of like I'll do the basics. Like I won't show up to like work with like a ripped shirt and like dirty socks.
Yeah. Ew.
Like I was trying to think of like I'm still clean. I just like I remember when in high school I'd do like fun hairdos or something. Like fun hairdos I'd put like a braid in.
To me, that's effort.
If I literally my mental state of mind is if I am in good mental health, can I braid my hair? If the answer is no, my hair's not getting braided.
No.
It's just too much effort.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to.
Yeah.
And like I think a lot of people are like, oh well, I just want to cancel stuff. Like I don't want to do something. Like, well, if you agree to it, you still gotta do it.
I know. It's like, oh, okay, well, I could attend this party, but I won't give them a present, or I won't stay the whole time. And it's like, you don't have to stay the whole time. You can still go.
And it's like so many times I see people be like, I'm doing the bare minimum with my night routine. And as soon as you pull out more than 2 products
Yeah, no.
and multiple devices to assist with it,
We were all about a device. When I was like in my 20s, everybody was all about the Clarisonic, which is that one
where
guy.
did that go?
Oh my God, apparently they went bankrupt. And this is so funny because I like went to Winners one day because I loved that fucking thing. But because I had sensitive skin, I had to use like the very specific sensitive skin head. So it was like, it's like the difference in toothbrushes. It was like the ultra soft. And I went to Winners one time and they had a giant pack of them. And it was the ones that I got. And I was like, usually they were $20 a head. And I think it ended up working out to like $5. I was like, and they were the brand. I'm like, oh, dope. So literally, because I would clean them, sanitize them, and then you could reuse them if they weren't like worn out and fucked up. And even if you used it on your face like every day and you took care of this stuff, they lasted forever. It was like fucking 2-3 years later, I was like, oh, I gotta go get a new brush for my Clarisonic. And they weren't even in the store. And I remember there was ones coming out that were like silicone, that had like the brushy silicone thing on them, and they basically just like vibrated. And they weren't there either. And I went up to the girls before, I'm like, I can't find Clarisonic anywhere. Like, can I only get it online now? Because we don't live in like a big town. So I was thinking it was that. She goes, oh no, they went like bankrupt. And I was like, what? How did they go bankrupt? Like, to me, that's like fucking proactive going bankrupt. Like, so many people use their products.
And it was so, like, I was so excited. I was like, oh, because, like, I don't want to have to scrub. And, like, then I have also since very sensitive skin, so I can't use certain fabrics.
It was so good at taking off sunscreen, like tinted sunscreen.
Yeah.
Or like, because I use a mineral-based sunscreen, and sometimes that comes off really easy, and sometimes it wants to stay on my face forever, aka the Australian Gold Tinted. It did not want to fucking come off my face.
We talked so highly about it for, like, 3 years.
It was great. And then they changed it, and it was not my skin because they changed that formula. It was so much drier.
It was also darker.
It was, oh my God, it was so much darker. Like, I put it on my face and I was like, I used to be able to wear it like year fucking round. And now I'm like, I could maybe pull this off in July and August, and that is it.
And that's when we have, like, a hint more of tint.
Or even just like a shit more freckles on my face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's why I'm like spring and summer. I'm like, oh, I can be at my bare minimum because I'm like, I'm covered in freckles. Like, I went outside once and I'm covered in freckles. And I'm like, oh, this is so lovely. Like, I can just put moisturizer on. Like, I always put brow gel in because I got thick eyebrows. So if I don't, it just looks like I have like patchy eyebrows. I'm like, I don't, I promise. Like, I have a lot of eyebrow.
I know. I literally had to ask AI to figure out something like makeup that I could put on my face as like a routine that was easy, beneficial, but wasn't like glam makeup. Because anytime I would try to put makeup on, I'd be like, oh, it's a little dark. I'll just put a little bit of this on, put a little of this on. Next thing you know, I've got a full fucking face, everything on. I look like I'm going to some party and I'm just going to the fucking grocery store in like jeans and a tank top, which like whatever, I'd still rock that. But I'm like, so many people just have this like what usually appears to be simplistic, but sometimes is like ridiculously complicated routines. And it would just be nice. It's like when people mention having like a uniform.
Yes.
So like not an actual work uniform, but like I know, especially in like for me in the summertime, I wear like a long line sports top and generally overall shorts.
This is the first time you listen to us. Sarah is a support worker for our brother.
So I just have very simple things that I wear and put on. And I know that if I can get a fucking tank top that has a built-in bra that doesn't show my nipples and is supportive and fits my boobs, that is a lifeline for me. To me, that is low effort. I'm wearing a shirt, but I don't have to find a fucking bra to wear underneath it. You know, that one bra that doesn't show at the back and doesn't show through that white shirt or doesn't do whatever. And I can just put it the fuck on and put something else on and just go.
I follow this one girl and she's like making her like mom wardrobe, and I'm not a mom, but this lady fascinates me. She like has like casual outfits, mom outfits, going out
You sent her
outfits.
to me. She's really good. I've watched her stuff too.
There's like one more.
It's
She has
like
like 4 categories.
Casual outfits, mom outfits, going out outfits, or she called them date night outfits.
Not
It's
date
something
night.
like that.
And then there was like fancy outfits or something. And so she like goes through each of them of like things to find. I have learned very quickly, I am not a one item per store. I'm not I really like this. I'm going to buy this one item from this store. If I need to buy spring and summer clothes, I would like to go to one store, find the clothes that I require, and leave. If I have to go to multiple stores, 1, I'm done. 2, I'm annoyed. Because everything I hold up now is a crop top or a spaghetti strap or has 0 support or is half see-through.
I was like, or shit quality. My whole thing is like nothing is colorful anymore.
Where were we? Were we at Marshall's? Yeah, we were at Marshall's.
Oh yeah.
Or TJ Maxx. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's like
Same shit.
clothing, home core, everything. And we were going through the like t-shirts and stuff and all the clothes and the sweaters. And I had said Blue Notes a while ago. I don't think any of them are gonna hear me. And if I get sued, I don't really care. Blue Notes, like a few years ago, I bought this Scooby-Doo sweater and it was lavender. And I was so excited about it. And I pulled it out of the package and the outside was shiny.
Oh
And the
yeah.
inside was like, and it was like the clothing that everybody said, oh, this is the quality that you'll get from like Shein and Temu.
Yeah.
And I bought it from Blue Notes, who had never done me wrong prior. And I was like, what is this? What is this texture? It was like pore seams. And I'm like, I contacted them and I was like, hi, I don't know if I like got like I messed up. And they're like, no, that's what it's like. And I'm like, I will not be paying more than $5 for this. And plus, I'd like to return it because it's terrible.
Yeah.
And we went to Marshall's, and there was a knockoff of a high-end brand.
Yeah.
And I touched it, and I was like I peel, like my hands peel like a snake in the
Yeah.
spring and summer. And I touched this sweater, and like it felt like electric, and I almost wanted to vomit. And I was like, what is this? And I pulled up the tag, and I was like, $45 at Marshall's for a knockoff
It's
essentials
100%.
hoodie.
Yeah, and it's 100% a knockoff.
Oh yeah, like
Because
it's not,
like the essentials hoodies that I've seen in other places are like really fucking nice. Like they're thick, they feel really nice. And as soon as I looked at it, I was like, what is this? Like, did they have some like cheap line? It almost looked like I've gotten some really good stuff from Shein, which people can shit on it or whatever. But I've also got some really terrible stuff. But they always take it back.
no, but it was like I picked it up and I was like, what is this?
Right?
Also, why is there not a universal sizes of like small, medium, large, extra large? Because if I held up a shirt and I'm like, oh, this one's a large, and I'm like, okay, it's slightly baggy, and then I hold up a similar shirt in that section, I'm like, that would never fit me.
Oh, I know. And some of them said oversized and some of them didn't. But it was like comical looking at stuff. Even in like the women's department, I was like, well, are these the large or is it? And I'm like holding them. I'm like, what the fuck is the difference in some of these?
Yeah.
Like it's, I don't know. Like I literally tried on, they were like sports bra tops or whatever that E found. I tried them on an extra large because I do have bigger boobs and I am like a tall person. So I freaking tried it on. I'm like, oh, there was a run in one. I'm like, well, I'm not going to pay $25 when one of the shirts is wrecked. And he goes, oh, they have it in large. So I grabbed the large and put it on and it literally fit the exact same way. Looked at the tag, inside tags, everything was there. And I was like, what the fuck is the point of me grabbing the other ones then? I would have just grabbed these.
Yeah. And then same with like dresses and stuff. Unless it's like a vacation cover up, I find that you try to be bare minimum and be like, oh, I'm gonna have like this basic wardrobe that I can just grab stuff and go.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, well, you know what I'd really like in this to make it easier is I want a striped shirt. And you try to find a striped shirt, and 90% of them are see-through
Or cropped.
or cropped or oddly boxy, or you pick them up. And I understand everybody has a different body shape, so they probably suit someone.
Yeah.
And you pull them up, or they're like $45, $50. Like all the stores that we would go to growing up, like Old Navy, Walmart, generic things. If I pick up something and it is $75 from Walmart.
Oh, Walmart. My Walmart has stuff that's like fucking. Some of the things are like $80.
Yeah, I picked up, there was like this
I was like,
trench coat because I was
why?
going to a wedding, or it was like a pea coat, and I was like, sick. They have like a pea coat here. It's probably like cheap because it's at Walmart.
It's at Walmart. It's probably cheap. Like, it doesn't feel like the fanciest thing, but it looks nice. And then you pick it up and it was like $95.
And I was like, like, and I understand that like fabric prices go up, but like also coming on the other side of like about to like relaunch stuff, we know how much stuff is.
You can see stuff on the back end, how much it actually is. But you used to be able to go to places even like, well, now it's like closed up shop, but like Hudson Bay.
Yeah.
If you went to Hudson Bay, my husband got a pea coat at Hudson Bay from Calvin Klein for $110.
Which, and like Hudson Bay used to be like the most expensive brand.
Like they had, because it was just mini.
It's like a department store, basically.
Yeah, it was a department store, but you would go in and they'd have like things like individual, like they had like the MAC booth and there's the perfume booth, but then they also would have like the clothing designers individually in there. Like if you wanted Buffalo, you would go in there and there'd be a whole Buffalo section. There'd be a whole Levi section, stuff like that. And it was always expensive as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like laughing because now it would be like, oh, you go in there and get something for like $110. Now you're at your like most basic store, even where you can buy groceries and stuff is absurdly expensive. And people are always like, oh, well, if you're making like an essentials wardrobe or anything like that, or you want to get something like, say, a black trench coat, you want to make sure it's really good quality so that way it lasts. Correct. But like, why can you not buy something that's at least a solid quality for if I'm grabbing it at Walmart and it's shit for $95, then how much is that expensive one going to be?
So a lot of the time, like I saw this mom that she was like, this is what my daughter wants for her 16th birthday, I think.
Yeah.
And a lot of the brands I hadn't heard of before.
Was one of them a pink palm hoodie?
Okay. Yes.
I only heard about this because my friend's kid, who was 1 year older than my daughter, go put a pink palm hoodie on her list. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And Jen goes, oh, it's this like whole brand. And they show them and like, sure, they're cute. They have nice colors, but they are very basic. And I don't care if anybody wants to rip me apart. They are very basic hoodies. And I was like, oh, okay, like what would you equate this to? And she laughed. Like, I really like Burnout the Label hoodies.
Mm-hmm.
And they're a Canadian brand. And yeah, they are on the higher end, but I've had some of their hoodies for 5 or 6 years and they fucking hold up. Like, especially if I like the style or if I can be like, oh, in that brand, I like their big sister hoodies.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, big sister, whatever. Okay. And then I want it in cute baggy. So instead of getting medium large, I'll get a large, extra large because I know how that specific style fits me.
Yeah.
No one keeps anything consistent anymore. Like, there's a t-shirt that I absolutely love from Old Navy, and I want to bet you that fucking vintage tee, if I go buy it now, it probably fits totally different now.
So a lot of the ones too, like I think that's why like people talk about like, oh, I don't have the energy for this, I don't have the energy for that. And it's like you go to do a basic task. So
Yes.
or basic task. So if we think of labor, cost, stuff like that. Like, yes, it takes time. Do you know offhand how much you spend for the hair stuff? Because you went to the store.
Oh, it was like $80.
Okay, so $80.
Yeah.
For that didn't include bleach or developer because I have it in my house.
Yes. We buy the economy size bottles. I do.
And then
I'm the one who buys the bleach.
I was like, and I'm not gonna lie, I buy the men's painting gloves from any like Canadian Tire, Home Depot,
Oh, it's all
the dollar store. I just buy like basic plastic gloves. And we have the bowls and stuff because obviously this is
Because you
not.
could just wash and reuse it. It's fine.
This
And
isn't like an illogical thing.
This is not our first rodeo.
No. So say in total with all of the other stuff, it was $150 in materials. I started dyeing your hair at what? 9:30? 10?
It was something like that in the morning.
In the morning. 9:30, 10. I bleached your hair twice. You washed it twice.
And blow dried it.
And blow dried it, yes. And we toned it twice.
Yeah.
So $150 worth of products, maybe 4-5 hours.
Yeah.
Doing it because I left in between.
But you were able
doing
to
it.
still do stuff in between.
No, I
I
understand.
was able to sit and watch whatever the fuck I wanted to watch.
So 4.5 hours of doing. You had like a reddish, like your hair goes to your shoulders. You had a reddish tone, maybe a level 7, 6, 6. Say closer to 6.
Yeah.
6 hair, more like a reddish auburn to like a level 7A.
Yep.
$2,400. And it's like, oh, my bare minimum is I get my hair done, I get my nails done, I get my eyelashes done, I get this done, I get this done. No.
Well, and that's the funny thing is we've watched people for years who have done stuff like that, where they get like spray tans, they get their eyelashes done, they get the extensions, they get everything because they're like, oh, it's easy. Like I wake up and like I'm good to go. And then they realize, especially like Lauren, like DIY, she goes, I have never been so shocked at how much more time I have in life than when I stopped getting, she goes, I stopped getting my eyelashes done. I dyed my hair like my natural hair color and got like some highlights in it, but I said, I want it to be easy to grow out. She goes, I got that. She's like, I do get my nails done, but I got a nail girl who comes to my house and does them in like an hour. And she goes, I sat and realized how many hours a month I was spending with the illusion that I was saving so much time.
And like the amount of money that you spend doing it, like I remember when I was younger, basically the only time that you would get your hair, your nails, a spray tan, everything, and you were consistent. Prom, your wedding.
Or a wedding.
A wedding.
Yeah.
Or bachelorette.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing that for funerals.
No.
Or baby births. Baby showers, I know people sometimes would like put extra makeup on or whatever. But I would sit there and I'm like, okay, you go and whiten your teeth. You do this. And I'm sitting there going, this is like 80, 90. This is a full-time job.
Some of the things I'm like, wow, I never thought of doing that. Like the girls who contour with the bronzer. Or they put like, they use all like the stains on their face.
Mhm.
Like all the different things. Like, or they tint their eyelashes and their eyebrows. I've watched some people like, if you tint your eyelashes and your eyebrows, that lasts like 2 or 3 months. They do like, there's stuff that lasts for like months. And there's stuff where they're like, oh, I do this like every 3 days. Or I get this and I'm like, how much fucking money are you spending?
So I would do the Sunday hair mask.
Yeah.
Where I would put a hair mask in while I'm in the shower. Because, God forbid, I can't remember. If I got out of the shower, I put a hair mask on. That hair mask is staying in for hours. I have already been in the shower. I don't need to whip my head over to wash it out.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, well, I do all of these different, like, no heat hair curlers.
Hairstyles? First off, how the fuck does anybody sleep with that shit?
Nobody's a side slipper at this point. This is what I've determined. Nobody is a side
Everybody
slipper.
sleeps on their back. Like, I think that one of the like the main things that you have like brought up and have been shown is even when you want to do these things, it seems to be like a million different steps. So one of them is like meal planning. You can go and find recipes and then see if they have consistent items.
Oh, let me set you a scene of opening a frozen meal planning. As somebody who did it for 3 months and got so unbelievably tired from doing it. It was great. I need to do it in the hot months. It's a lifesaver. Open up 10 meals to freeze. Beautiful. Click on the Pinterest link. Opens up to a blog. My name's Sam Jean and I'm on my 25th child this year, and this is how I'm going to help with my postpartum meals. Proceeds to list the meals that you are going to see. Okay, perfect. This one sounds great. This one sounds. These are so easy. Then you scroll down and you're like, where are the meals? Oh, I need to then subscribe to unlock the meals. So then I subscribe to get the email, to which then it gives me a code to go back to her blog of Samagine to then unlock said PDF files. But you know what you need to do for those 10? You need to individually save
Yes.
every single one. And then by the time you haven't even seen what's into the recipes, I'm allergic to half of them.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, pineapple chicken. Pineapple chicken.
Yeah.
What do you think is in pineapple chicken stir fry? Pineapple and chicken mango juice.
Mine's always
Okay.
orange or dairy, isn't it? And I'm like, I'm done. Or
Yeah.
really healthy muffin recipe. I'm like, what do you think's in it? And my husband laughs. He's like, I'm going with bananas this time, which I'm also like,
Quinoa.
super fucking allergic to. Or something gross. Like I'm looking at it and I'm going, that is going to have no flavor.
And then I'm like, okay, great. So then I finally, out of the 25 recipes I have read through from Samagine, I'm like, oh, perfect. I've printed them out. And then I proceed to read the quote unquote easy recipes. This is how you start. You first start by cooking these 3 items together, and then you freeze that. And then when you are ready to make the meal, you pull out the fresh vegetables that you have bought that day and cook them this way for an extra 45 minutes. And I'm like,
Oh,
you told me I could freeze this meal. That is not a freezer meal. That is marinated meat.
Well, and that's the whole thing is even when you're doing that. So first you're trying to figure out your allergies, figure out if anything's in your allergies after you've gone through the sometimes 4 to 6 step process in order to even see the items that they're talking about, even though they look fine. And the kind of quick overview, quick is being nice. And then you're like, well, fuck, I can't eat any of these, or this isn't available, or holy fucking shit, that's an expensive ass ingredient.
Or it's this ingredient that you've never heard of.
Yeah.
And you go to look for it, and you have to go to 3 separate independent grocery stores
Yeah.
to find it. To which, when you find it, it is $26 for like 2 grams.
Right. And you're like, well, maybe I don't need that. And then you're like, well, only 2 out of those 10 recipes that Barbara Jean was able to give me.
Samagine.
Oh, sorry. And so then you go on Pinterest, or you Google, or you go on TikTok, or you go on some other place where you're saving stuff. And then you're inundated with ads. Or you go to click on the thing, you got to go through the process again. And then say you finally get to it, and it's been some type of 4.5 hour rabbit hole because of how many fucking steps it takes to get all these goddamn recipes. But because they've come from all different areas and it's not even an exact plan. I know there's people who sell like the plans, but those never work because I'm always allergic to something in them.
Or the plans are like for 2 or 10 people.
Yes.
There is no in between.
And they're boring. It's like spaghetti, tacos. Like, fuck, I know how to make that. I'm bored. I don't want to make that anymore.
I want to pull out, like, I can't pull out tacos from the freezer.
No.
I can pull out burritos of leftover burrito stuff. When in doubt, if you ever want to do a bare minimum thing, if you make tacos,
Yes.
or burritos, turn all the extras into burritos, wrap them in tinfoil, slap them in your freezer. I have probably 20 in my freezer, and they are magical.
But that's the whole thing is you're sitting there trying to figure it out. And you're like, okay, cool. I have all these meals. I'm going to do that. Then you have to go drop all the money on all these meals, which some people are like, oh, well, you'd be spending that money anyways. Oh, but before you do that, you have to sit and calculate exactly how much you need in total. Because you're not going to be like, this recipe needs an onion. Okay, 1 onion. This recipe needs 2. And then sit and do that while you're in the fucking grocery store.
You know what also piss me off is when it says you need half a cup of onion. Onions don't come in cups.
Oh my God. I say that all the time. I look at my husband and I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to know? Like, does this look like a cup of onion?
Or it's like, you need sliced peppers. Okay. You need sliced bell peppers. Okay.
Is that like 1 pepper? 2
I'm like, how
peppers?
many sliced
What
peppers do you
color?
need?
What color do you
And then
suggest?
once you start going from cups to ounces,
Oh my God.
I'm sitting there doing math in, like, I would take home ec.
Oh my God. And people are like, oh, yeah, but just get a food scale.
I
And then
don't
it's
want
like
a
you
food
want all
scale.
these accessories. And then they're like, and and then when you're going through these blogs trying to find the links, it's something like, well, don't put this in a Ziploc bag because you're killing the planet. And there's like immediate guilt. You're killing the planet. Get a reusable container. Here's links to reusable containers that I use on Amazon. And there's just like so much fucking noise around it. It's not even funny. And then even if you actually do accomplish it, like Eve said, some of them, you do them and you're like, well, that was okay.
Well, it's like, well, that was okay. Well, that one was really salty. I'll make notes for it. Or the newest thing that I've also found now too is that I always write everything out.
Yeah.
Like I write all the not the episodes, the recipes out on cards because I will always write it out in the event that like something happens, power goes out or something. So then I have a Pinterest album called like meal plans for fun. And then you go to link them and none of the links work. And you're like, we no longer have this. And I'm like, I thought the internet was permanent.
Okay, so I don't know what the hell has happened to Pinterest, but I used to be able to like click on the recipe and like click on the pin and then the recipe would be underneath. And now it just has the ingredients, but it doesn't even tell you how to cook it or put it together. And I was like,
But it doesn't even tell you how much. It just says this recipe contains carrots. No, duh, it's carrot cake.
right, sometimes, or it won't even have the visit link. Or I don't know who the fuck changed this. So just to let you know, whoever changed it to Pinterest, I want to punch you in the tits or the dick, whatever you have. Because it's annoying. When did they make it where if you click on the photo,
Is this what you're searching for?
it doesn't take you to the fucking site. It takes you to similar suggestions. Or were you looking for this? Or do you want to do... No, bitch. For fucking decades, I have clicked on the photo and it has taken me to whatever fucking blog post it is attached to or whatever site it's attached to.
So I was like trying to like find new ways to journal and stuff. I did a whole blog post about it like a month ago. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do like, I have this little thing that has journal prompts. Do you want to guess how many pins I had to go through to find that many?
Oh, yeah. Because there's some of them where you're like, that's dumb. I don't want to do that.
No, it'll be like, what brings you joy?
Oh, I love just a blank, boring statement like that. I'm like, I'm writing words. Like, that's a list at this point.
I was like, okay. And then it was like one of the other ones. Granted, I probably should just be creative and like make my own and stuff. But I was like, oh, I'll see if there's any like simple ones out
Even
there.
something just to like start it. Because again, it's like, I'm going to start low. And then you can like work your way up to the amount of effort that you're going to put into it to see if it's actually worth it for yourself.
And and then you get in the mindset of like, well, I should be doing more. Like, I should be preparing these extravagant meals. Like, I don't know why I can never eat a meal that doesn't have a protein, a carb, and a vegetable.
Oh, I watched this lady. She was African American, and she's like, please advise me why I feel a majority of my white friends decide that they must go on a culinary adventure every week. And I burst out laughing so hard because she goes, we literally make maybe a different protein sometimes every night or every second night. She's like, but my kids always have beans. My kids always have rice and something else. And she goes, literally, like, I feel like it's become so complicated for no reason. She's like, just to let you know, the people who grew up in other countries or the people who grew up with a lower income, they know exactly, like, she goes, they know the exact staples they're going to have in their cupboard.
Mhm.
And like exactly what kind of default meal or whatever they can do to stretch something to keep it to the whole thing. Just even keep a basis.
I would like to state, I can make macarons. Macarons are easier to make than meal planning in this generation.
They are.
Because I can make them, and people are like, these are the most complicated things, pastry to make. I'm making me a macaron, and somehow meal planning's harder.
No, it's just like, you're like, okay, well, I'll make my life easier. There's the funny feedback that Eve has said in other episodes where we've talked about this, where our mom's like, well, I didn't want to pull out one of those meals because I felt like I was like cheating. It's like, no, we had those meals so we didn't have to think about what we were making. Because it's just another decision. Oddly enough, a podcast that I wrote about is all the fucking decisions that you have to make over fucking time.
Blog post.
That's what I meant. What did I say?
You said podcast.
Oh,
I said blog post.
I am special today.
But it's just it drains you so much. So then people are like, "Oh, I'm just doing the bare minimum," and I'll watch people and I'm like, "Oh, I'm just doing the bare minimum," and I'm like, granted, like I dust/clean. Like if I broke down an adulting clock a week,
Yeah.
and say I work 40 hours a week,
Mhm.
that means that in 40 hours, then I have to come home and cook dinner. Then I have to clean said dishes of that dinner.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you know what I have to do on top of that? Clean the toilet, clean the shower, clean out the products that I haven't used, replace the head on my razor, which I would like to state to anybody who makes razors that cannot be stored in the shower.
You're
That is rude. Like, if I don't replace the shower head before I'm in the shower, I am not getting out. I will be scraping my armpits with that half-broken razor that's not rusty, but the half-broken one, because I'm like, I'm already in the shower. I'm just tired. Like, so many people, I feel like there's, like, two extremes. They're the ones who are, like, want to go out all the time. And then they'll cancel at the last minute and be like, oh, I'm just really, like, exhausted from the day. Like, if I sign up for something, I'm like, I gotta go do it. But, like, I have to hold myself accountable to do it, or I won't do it.
Like, if we were to go over it to end off this episode, my bare minimum, eating food, making sure I drink some form of liquid that day, and wearing clean clothes, and brushing my hair.
I can't say food. I'd probably say, I wear clothes. I wake up at a reasonable hour.
Yeah.
And I brush my hair.
Yeah. That's a bare minimum, and that's totally okay. Don't let society leak in telling you that you need to do 1,000,000 pounds more, or that you're not doing enough, or that you need all this other extra crap, because you actually don't.
Or just delete the apps.
Yep.
They get paid to say it.
They do.
You dumb. And on that note, always stay warped and twisted as ever.
He's burned out perfectionist.